Stay Far Away from the Slug by Abel. My bags were all packed and I was headed to the airport. Alongside 20 other students, I was headed across the pond to England for a school trip for 3 weeks. I was super excited because it was my first time in Europe and I got to miss 2 weeks of school. The hotel we were staying at was right in the heart of London with a beautiful view of the London Eye outside of my window. It's worth mentioning that 3 teachers who worked as chaperones went with us on this trip. Since the legal drinking age in England is 18, my friend Justin and I, who were both 18 at the time, were ready to have a fun 3 weeks in England. The first night we got there, Mr. Schmidt, one of the chaperones, sat us all down and said, "Tonight's the first night here. You guys will have a strict 11 p.m. curfew. Don't be dumb and get in trouble on the first night." I knew I should listen to my teachers and be responsible, yet at the same time, it was my first night in Europe and I wanted to go out. When we got back to the room, I said to my friend Justin, "Let's shower real quick and then sneak out to the pub next door to the hotel." Justin hesitantly replied, "Dude, no way, you heard what he said. It's already 10:45, we can't go out." Yet, I was very persuasive and somehow convinced Justin to come out with me. So we headed to the pub, the Slug and Lettuce, next door to the hotel. "2 Guinnesses, please," I asked the bartender. After a few drinks, I looked to my left and my face turns as pale as a ghost. The teachers walked into the pub and sat right next to us. We were caught red-handed, and boy was I screwed. "Ben, Justin, what the hell are you guys doing here?" Feeling confident, I stepped up and said, "Sorry, Mr. Schmidt, it was all my fault. We'll go back to the hotel room right now." Mr. Schmidt told us the next morning that our actions had to face consequences, so we had to stay in for the next week. For the rest of the trip, I was very responsible and listened to everything that my teachers had to say. I had really learned from this mistake. The biggest takeaway from this story is to always listen to your teachers and to always be responsible. And if you are going to sneak out to a pub on a school trip to England, go to the one farther away, and definitely not the one right next to your hotel, because you'll probably end up seeing your teachers there.